Hey guys, Enzo here, and 2 weeks ago, one of probably the best Battle Royale games just released to one of the most innovative gaming device ever made. Yes, Apex Legends is now on the Nintendo Switch. Developed by Respawn Entertainment and in partners with Panic Room, who have already established a history of porting other games for the Switch like Rocket League, Wolfenstein, and most especially Doom Eternal, which are honestly for the most parts are great ports for the Nintendo Switch and really complements its hybrid qualities. Now, going back to the topic, Apex Legends is a game where it lets you and 20 other people into a 3-person squad or 32-person duos land on an island and search for weapons, supplies before attempting to defeat all of the players in combat. The available play area on the island shrinks over time just like any Battle Royale game. I personally consider this as the best VR game available right now because of the fact that its themes are so balanced. By that, I mean it mixes a whole lot of science fiction genre and your classic FPS goodness in such a way that it's not too kiddie like Fortnite or too realistic like Warzone. Now, so for the first part of our review is the gameplay. We all know that Apex Legends is a success to other consoles, but did it really translate well for the Switch? Well, in my opinion, it's weird. I can't help but think FPS games just don't get that much optimizations when it comes to this device, since first of all, an FPS game would totally be best with a big monitor or a TV for you to be immersed. So, some people with the Switch Lite might experience some issues when it comes to aiming, especially at long-range moments, since it needs quite the vision to really be accurate in hitting enemies, especially when using snipers. But if your eyesight is good, then that might not be a problem. Another thing to take note is that using your Switch's default Joycons, it just sucks, man. Ergonomically, it's just bad. If you are serious about playing Apex on the Switch, I would suggest getting a Pro controller or an adapter that connects to a better controller. You know, just to be more comfortable. I don't know if it's just me since I really suck at these types of games, but Apex Legends for the Switch is quite hard in aiming, since the frames occasionally drop to 30 FPS, which makes it hard for you to hit the enemies because of the motion blur. So I would suggest you go for close range weapons just to make sure. And now for the graphics. Obviously, the graphics is a huge step down from the other platforms, but you know, it's still playable. If you're not that OC with the display, it's good enough. To further compare the graphics, here is a comparison. As you can see, in the PC version, you have a lot of textures. Unlike in the Switch, it feels like you're playing in an Xbox 360 game. No offense, Nintendo. Now, for one of the most important parts is the game servers. Well, to be honest, it was quite alright. There are some hiccups and occasionally you can't match up from time to time since I am from the Philippines and we know how great our internet connection is. Jokes aside, what's great about Apex Legends is that the game offers crossplay options. So you can play with your friends who are in different consoles and you have a choice to turn it off and to play with the Nintendo community. Sadly, the game doesn't link your EA account, which forces you to start all over again with your Nintendo account, which means you might have to go through that really long tutorial. But in my suggestion, since the game is relatively new in the Switch, I would highly suggest that you turn off crossplay just in case you want things to be fair at a certain point, because clearly with the PlayStation, Xbox, and PC, they will have a clear advantage. I feel like that the game is relatively new and still adjusting on how the Nintendo Switch works, which makes it difficult for now. Overall, the Switch port isn't really the greatest, but it's obviously free to play, so you could pretty much try it out with your friends. But if you're asking me if it's worth the download right now, it's a no. Go play it in the PC where it's best. And I heard some news that they will have a port for mobile devices, which is, to be honest, that's going to be pretty interesting and a lot more weirder than the Switch's version. Anyway, what do you guys think about Apex Legends for the Switch? Do let me know in the comment section below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell icon, and don't forget to visit youtube.com/gaming for more news, tips, and tricks. It's your boy Enzo, and stay safe.